Welcome back to part 4 of our Ableton interface overview. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the clip and device view located at the bottom. This panel either shows details on the audio or MIDI clip you're currently working on, or it shows you the devices and effects loaded onto the currently selected track. To switch between these two views, click on the corresponding panels in the bottom right here. First, let's take a look at the device view. There are two ways to load a device or effect onto a track. You can either drag the desired effect over to the track you wish to load it into, or you can select the track and then double-click on the effect you wish to use. Once your devices and effects are loaded into a track, there are a number of options available in the device panel. You can double-click on the name of each device to minimize it, and again to maximize it. By right-clicking a device, you can see all or most of the options it has available. Some effects have different options available, but common to all effects and devices are cut, copy, duplicate, rename, and edit info text. This last option allows you to write notes for each specific effect in your track, which will then show up in the info panel in the bottom left. For Ableton Live native devices, you can also change the default settings for a device by changing the parameters to your preference, and then by right-clicking and selecting Save as Default Preset. On the top right of each device, you will see two buttons. The first is the Hot Swap button. This allows you to switch between different saved presets of the selected effect, or to switch the effect out for a different one. The second button is the Save Preset button, which will save the current effect settings in the previously mentioned browser menu. Lastly, each device can be dragged around to change the order of your effect chain. Next, let's discuss the audio clip view. Another way to switch from the device view to the clip view is to press Shift and the Tab key. On the left of the clip view are the clip and sample boxes. The clip box contains the clip on-off button, the clip color selection, the clip time signature, and the groove selection. The sample box contains options pertaining to the actual audio hosted in the clip. The left half of the box hosts the name and audio properties, edit, save, and reverse buttons, a high quality button that affects pitch shifting quality, a RAM button that forces the clip's audio to be saved and read from RAM, transpose and detune options allowing you to pitch the audio up or down, and a volume slider. The right half of the box contains the clip warping options, which allow you to change the rhythm and length of the clip. We'll be going over this and more in an in-depth tutorial on working with audio clips. Underneath the clip box is the small button that opens the envelope box. Once again, this will be covered in a future in-depth video. Now let's check out the MIDI clip view. This is hosted on the same panel as the audio clip view and changes dynamically when you select a MIDI clip rather than an audio clip. As seen in the audio clip view, there is a clip box with all the same options available. The notes box has options that affect the MIDI notes written into the clip. First, there is a transposition slider allowing you to change the key of your MIDI clip. Underneath that are multiply and divide by 2 buttons that will double or halve the durations of your notes respectively. Next, there is a reverse button that will flip your clip horizontally and an inverse button that will flip it vertically. The legato button will stretch or shorten the current selection of notes to reach the beginning of the next note outside of the selection. The duplicate loop button will double the length of the MIDI clip's loop range. The loop function can be turned on and its length set in the right side of the notes box. Lastly, you can set the start and end point of the MIDI clip in the top right. Inside of the note view are a few additional options. The preview button allows you to hear each note as you place and edit them inside of the clip. The fold button will collapse the clip so that only keys with MIDI notes written in them will be visible. In the bottom are the velocity values of each note. This display can be resized or hidden. There is much more to be learned about the MIDI clip view, and this will all be covered in our Working with MIDI and Audio Clip series. Alright, that concludes our Ableton Interface Overview series. For more videos on Ableton and other tutorials, check out edmacademy.net.